Hello, everyone. It is Rob here from Woodward English, and this is a live English lesson with you. I'm here in New Zealand, and Ange is right next to me. And today we're going to continue doing what we were doing last time we were live, which was a fun activity called Finish the sentences in English. I'll put a sentence up on the screen and you just need to complete that sentence with whatever comes to your mind, whatever you can imagine. You just put it in the chat, the live chat, and I read all of the messages in the live chat. And of course, the best ones also appear on screen. So welcome, everyone. Let me know when you arrive and where you are watching from. For example, Alejo Bustos Chavez says, hi everyone from, let's go have a look. Hi everyone from Medan, Salta, and Argentina. Hey, we have Umi, also from Japan. Great that you can join us so early in the morning. We have Kaline from Brazil. How do I know these? Because these are our friends that often appear and join us in the chat. It's like a family. A crazy family, but it's our family. Hello everyone. Hi Robin and I hope you're doing well. Sorry for not being present in the last few lessons, but I've been pretty busy. Don't worry, JJ. I think a lot of us are busy. Like we were very busy, Ange and I, last week because we couldn't do the live lesson. We're doing so many different things behind the scenes. Just working, Ange and I are just working on some new projects about football and entertainment and things like that. Here's Ange there. Hello, welcome to Woodward English. We have Silly Sausage also who's come along to join the fun and give the wonderful point of view and great vocabulary and just adding some fun in there. So that's good. Also have Elizabeth from Caracas in Venezuela. That's cool that you could join us again, Elizabeth. Right, so let's have a look. So we've actually moved to another area. So area of the house. So instead of being in the room we were streaming before, now I'm in the toilet. No, just kidding. I'm just sitting on the toilet. So if I start looking up with concentration, you know what's happening. No, we just moved to another room and we have different lights set up. We have lots of things around us that I can use for the live stream, like an essential ingredient of any live stream is a rubber chicken. We've got sword, we've got everything that you need for a live stream just to make it more interesting. So you never know what may happen. Okay, hello. Let us know where you're watching from. Okay. So yeah, so we're just changing our the room because it's in here in New Zealand right now, Angela, it's like a little cold. It's a little cold, so we come into a smaller room. We got the lights, so it's nice and warm and everything like that. Who else we got in the chat? We're going to be starting just any moment now. We'll just wait for everyone to arrive. From Monterrey in Mexico, in Mexico. Great to see you. Glad you could join us. You can see the the awards behind us. Yeah. This one here is, I don't know. On this one here is the silver play button. That is for when you get, I think it's 100,000 from memory. We got that in October 2018, might have been. Anyway, and that was 100,000. And this one is the gold award, which is when you get for 1 million, which we got, I think it was like 2024, like October, November, around there too. And these are thanks to all of you guys that help support and share our resources and videos with your students, with yourself, just to friends and everything like that. You're from Egypt. What part of Egypt are you watching from? From Cairo, Alexandria, let us know. So yeah, so those are the different wards. We actually use them for. Oops, there we go. Let's move that around so I'm a bit in the middle. That's a bit better. Yeah, so yeah, they're just the wards there, and we have so many things around us that I may use in our in the live lessons or everything that we do, because yeah, we've got Lego, we've got dice, we've got hands, we've got masks, we've got a bit of everything. But you will see them over time when it is necessary. You want to see the diamond one? That would be, I think, what's the diamond? The red diamond one. That's like 10 million. We just need another 9 million. So yeah, we'll get there eventually. Just hope people want to start learning English again. That would be cool. Okay, so let's begin. So remember last time we got up to, I think this is the last one we did. We don't need to do it now, but the last one we did, I enjoy learning English because, and you gave all of these wonderful answers. But let's get on to number 15, because last time the conversation was so much fun. There was so much all of your comments are amazing, and your thoughts and everything was so cool that we only did 14 of these questions out of all of the ones I have. So we're going to continue now with the next one. Okay, number 15. So this is part 2 of Finish the Sentence in English. Here we have, it is, if I see a problem, I usually beep, complete with your thoughts, your opinions in the chat. And the reason we're doing this activity is because many times you don't have the opportunity to practice to use English. And using English is when you discover what you need, what you don't need. How it's like using is when you learn the most, not listening to a teacher, not especially me, but not when you're listening to a teacher, not when you're like just reading. I mean, all of these things help, but you learn the most when you use the language. You're from Colombia. What part of Colombia? Bogota, Medellin. Was it Bucaranga? Was it Bucamaranga? Something like that. Which part are you watching from? Okay, here comes the first one, and silly sausage has already begun. Here, if I see a problem, I usually run away from it so someone else can deal with it. That's actually that's a good thing to do sometimes. Like, nope, I don't want to. Nope, I'm out of here. I'll just leave it. So run away is a great phrasal verb, which means to escape. It's like it's not literally running, but usually, yeah, often you are running, but it can just mean to escape, to go away from, to get away from, to run away from a problem, to escape a problem, so that someone else can deal with it. So someone else will deal with it. Mean like to deal with is like to manage it, to find a solution. It's their problem, you deal with it. I have a problem, you deal with it. What else we got here? If I see a problem, I usually consult my husband. It's like, you do it. I don't want to deal with the problem. You deal with it. Hey, husband, you do it. Or you have the answer, but you would like confirmation. Yes, sometimes if I have a problem, I ask Ange, fix it. No, I say, what do you think about it? So yes, with your partner, you can do that. If I see a problem, I usually find out what it is and how to solve it. I find out what it is. It's like to find out, it's like to discover what is actually happening and then try and solve it. So that's a good thing to do. It's like, okay, what can I do? It's easy to ignore problems, but the problems sometimes just don't go away, and sometimes they start increasing. Elizabeth says, I usually wait before acting. Yeah, some people could probably do this more. It's like, there's a problem. Uh-oh, now it's worse. It is Ange. If I see a problem, I usually try to find a solution. or cry. Yes, Ange and I, we've been crying so much of late, trying to find a solution to so many things. We try and find a solution, but no, we just sit in the corner and cry for about 3 hours, rocking back and forward like this. I will usually try to solve it. I would usually try to solve it, would be probably better. Escuchamos, pero no juzgamos. We listen, but we don't judge. Exactly. That is so true. Sooner or later, we need to face the problems and manage them. Exactly. We need to, yeah, like we need to face the problems and manage them. Exactly, because they can just get bigger and better, bigger and bigger and better, bigger and bigger, these problems. Yeah, you want to fix that. Okay, let's go to number 16. Question, or finish the sentence 16. Oh, I created, or Ange and I created these like 3 weeks ago, and now I was like, oh, I forgot about this one. If I were rich, I would. Now people think were, isn't it I was? Now this is a common, sometimes a mistake. If I were, I mean, a lot of people, sometimes uneducated people, will say if I was rich. If I were is like hypothetical. It's like it's like a form of this, like you have in Spanish and probably in Italian, the subjunctive, like in English, it's like that. If I were rich, I am not rich now, but hypothetically imagining in the future, if I were rich, I would face up. Exactly, JJ. If I were rich, I would. Ooh, actually, I didn't answer my last question. What was it? If I see a problem, I usually, yeah, same as Ange, I just cry. And hopefully my tears wash away the problem. Next one. If I were rich, I would. Give me your answers. It's actually cold here, so I might be taking some warm cup of tea. Okay, let's have a look. If I were rich, here's JJ. If I were rich, I would definitely buy a new house and stay in a peaceful place. That'd be so good. Just like to buy a house and just to be relaxed, not have to worry about paying rent or inspectors coming or whatever it is. It's just like have a house and just, yeah, that'll be nice. And stay in a peaceful place. Yeah. Away from the family. No, of course not. The family should be there. But a peaceful place. Where would be a peaceful place for you? Would be like next to the beach, in the mountains, in a forest, away from people, in the city, in the country. Where would be peaceful for you? That'd be interesting to know. If I were rich, I would buy a petrol station. It seems a pretty good business right now. I know petrol stations very quick to increase the price of petrol, but it's not very quick in dropping it because they're like get a lot of money at the moment. Yeah, the price of petrol is just actually price of everything right now is pretty crazy. Oh, if I were rich, I would travel around the world first class. Oh, that would be so cool. That would be so. There was actually a program on TV here last night in New Zealand, and it's about someone. I think it's like it's from England. It was created, and she was like showing like traveling the world first class, like this normal purpose person. She's probably famous, but she like traveled to these destinations around mostly Europe and Middle East first class in the different flights, different airplanes and different hotels. And we were like, oh my God, it's just a completely different world from our own reality. It's like It's just like the things that they do and they show and the rooms and the food. Oh, it's like there's one thing, there's like a chocolate dessert, and it had like it was like petals, and they put something warm around the edge, and then the chocolate opens up to have some more chocolate inside, and I'm like, oh, that is the best thing ever. Oh, that would be so good. But yeah, traveling in like going in first class, because once Andrew and I were in business class for work or for more than anything, and it was like, oh, this is so good, and then you go back to your reality and economy, and you're there like, but that was like a great experience for us. We're just fortunate in that day. Yeah, beautiful thoughts. Everyone's talking about traveling. I would travel around the world in 80 days. You're not doing it the same way in the book, because in the book they suffer a little and yeah, but I would travel the world probably 80 days at least. Just travel to places, but not just travel. I would go like, for example, to somewhere like on the Mediterranean coast, and like in Italy, or this one of the coast of France or something like that. And then just stay there for a week or 2 weeks, like something that And I would like to go to Italy, to a small place, not a big tourist place, a small place somewhere on the coast, and stay there for a month, 1 month in a small place, and to where there's not many tourists, if that's possible, and just be learn the language, meet the local people, and go to the local bakery to eat some of the food, or local restaurant, and just eat locally, but just talk to people there. And that for us would be, you don't need a lot of money to do that, but have the freedom to have 1 month where you do nothing, just talk and observe and see and explore around there. I think that would be really good. I know, it is so true, but since the petrol and gas prices have gone up, have increased, have risen, these are all. We have a lesson. I think we have a lesson about that, about the rise. It's an IELTS lesson. If I were rich, I would move to a better neighborhood. That's another thing some people would also do, go to a better neighborhood. Yeah, because my neighbors are pretty they like having parties at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 in the morning. So yeah, that would be yeah, definitely I've lived in neighborhoods that were a little suspicious. Not the best neighborhoods, so I've lived a big part of my young part of life in neighborhoods like that. Yeah, so I can completely understand, Galine. Each activity was a great experience. Yeah, here's this. Teacher, my advice is to avoid Sicily. Trust me, people are not good at all. Just visit Sardinia. Oh, that'd be nice. Where I'm now for work, it's amazing. I see you're on Sardinia right now. Yeah. Okay. Because you're from Sicily from memory. So like people are not good at all, but you're from Sicily, aren't you? But I say that too. No, no. People from New Zealand, they're crazy. People from Chile, oh, they're crazier. But yeah, I'd like to just somewhere on the just somewhere. Yeah, yeah, that'll be good. Again, someone else. If I were rich, I would travel around the world. What would be the first? Okay, people that have said they would travel the world. What is the first country or city you would visit? You have a lot of money. You won the lottery. What is the first city or country you would visit around the world? Let us know. Let us know what the first one is there. Hi there. How's it going? If I were rich, I would not work hard. At the moment, I'm not rich and I don't work hard. No, Ange and I, we work very hard, very, very, very long hours. Basically from 9 o'clock, 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning until like 10 at night sometimes. Yeah, so we do work. Thank you for confirming. That's why we all get along very well in the chat. We're all crazy here. Ah. That would be incredible. Thanks for that. Oh, Sardinia would actually be really cool. Hopefully, by the time we go to Sardinia, maybe you're still there. Hopefully, maybe sooner than later. If I were rich, I would travel the world. Name the first city and first country you would go to. And also, yeah, Ange, not only from early in the morning to late on nights, Ange and I, we work literally Monday to Monday. And at the moment, unfortunately, we don't have weekends. We're working on Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays, mainly for our other projects and things like that. Actually, if I put it in the chat, this is if you want to go check us out. If you like football, just go check us out there. This is one of the newish things that we're working on, and both Ange and I are live there. Both Ange and I are live on like sometimes once or twice a week or a couple of weeks. We'll see. I'll give you feedback between Sicily and Sardinia. I definitely advise Sardinia for many aspects. Yeah, that'd be a cool place. Ooh, somewhere cold like Ireland. I hate the warm and muggy weather. Ireland, that's cool. I was fortunately by coincidence, I was in Dublin for St. Patrick's Day, 17th of March. And I got a very, 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 very cheap flight because at the time I was in England and it was like £17 return to go to Dublin for St. Patrick's Day. I was like, oh, yes. Nowhere to stay. I didn't like nowhere to stay. Just my plan to stay awake all night. Somehow, Umi thinks New Zealand, Australia, Polynesian countries, Italy, etc. Italy, Brazil. Everyone in the chat, we'll go do a pub crawl. No, not a pub crawl. We'll just go through all of these different countries where everyone is. Yeah, New Zealand. Well, if you ever do come to Umi to New Zealand, just let us know. Australia. It's full of Australians. Silly Sausage can confirm that. So is that a positive thing or a Polynesian countries? Yeah, like Cook Islands, beautiful. With the Fiji, there's so many beautiful places in the Pacific Islands. If I were rich, I would travel around the world with my family. Oh yeah, I suppose I could include my family. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I would visit Brazil. That would be, yeah, because Ange and I have only been to Sao Paulo for work, for education. We did an education thing there, like for like 4 or 5 days, and that was only for work. Sao Paulo in the middle, huge city. But yeah, I'd definitely like to go there because we've got some good friends also in Brazil at the moment. And there it is. Ange put the link there. So thank you, Ange. Hey. Your first city would be New York. Okay, don't start me singing. Be New York. It'd be interesting because it's got a lot of. It has history. It's not a lot of history, but a lot of things that happened in New York. This is a great one, Jeanette. I love this. I would help some animal shelters. Yeah, because all the little animals that just get ignored and suffer and everything like that, and help those. That'd be a cool thing to do, Janet. That'd be so cool. It would be Italy. Hey, Kaline, we're gonna meet up in Sardinia in 9 months, 12 days. I'll meet you there. And we'll go on have some cocktails with JJ. Yeah, so probably avoid Sicily, or at least for living. Yeah, trekking in New Zealand. There are so many places to go trekking in New Zealand. So many places. It is created for walking in the native bushes and over mountains. There's so much, like where we live, like about 15 minutes away from us, and we live in the city of Auckland, and you can just go along a bush, beautiful, down near water, and 30 minutes away, or not even 30, 20 minutes away is another one with waterfalls. There's so much of that here in New Zealand. So And there's short ones, long ones, everything that you want. Oh, that's another one. Japan is my target country. That would be so cool too. Our youngest son was in Japan 2 years ago from with the school. The school took him there. It's like, oh, so he had a great time. He loved it there. And so after he showed us all of the photos, the videos, and everything with his classmates in Japan, it's like, oh, we want to go there. So one day, we've got so many countries on our wish list. If I were rich, I would retire earlier. That is a good one. So that you can use your time, you can use the money to use your time traveling, relaxing, not doing, you don't have to work. You get up and go out if you want to help people. If I were rich, now that I'm just thinking about it, if I were rich, maybe I would retire, but I would still do live lessons for fun. Okay, I have fun, but I would do it. I'd do a lot of the things, just relax without stressing about numbers or anything like that. I would just do it, just to have fun in the chat like we do now. But at the same time, Ange and I, we always talk about that as like when we eventually become rich, we've got to decrete that we have to make it happen. We would definitely help out so many different smaller organizations, and like a football club where sometimes they don't have enough money for football boots and things like that, or even for the shirts, those types of things. Ange and I always talk about helping out in that way. Would love to be able to do that. Yeah, would love to do that. Welcome to Brazil. Yeah, that'd be cool. You're interested in world heritage.Itery has so much heritage there. There's so much. Italy and Greece and yeah, spatially history. Here's another one. Here's a good one. I'd love to travel to countries that are not traveled to and buy a small cozy house. That's good. So even if you're rich, all you need is like a small house. You don't need a big mansion, just a small, comfortable, warm house with enough room for you. And if you want your wife, for you and your partner, and if you still have family, with your family, and just doesn't need to be big, just comfortable. So yeah. And your JJ also loves the Japanese culture also. I know, we should plan a trip. Okay, start saving up money. In 5 years, we're going to get together. We have some more wrinkles and everything. We're going to go from Japan to Sardinia to Brazil to New Zealand. That's the plan, everyone. Just so you know, start saving now. 5 years from now, if the world still exists in 5 years. Yeah, and so everyone in the chat will be the tour guide and go from country. That would be, thank you, Anne. That's a cool idea. That'd be a cool idea. That'd be just so weird, so fun. And then we'll turn it into a reality show. It's like, oh my God, these people. Okay, let's go to the next one. Number 17. One thing I want to improve is, what is it? I got a feeling I know what some of you are going to put in the chat about English, but maybe there's something else. Dreaming is free. Exactly. Dreaming is free. What's that one here? My problem is I travel as I bring too much stuff with me, and eventually when I have to come back, I don't have space in my luggage for new things and souvenirs. Yeah, that happens a lot. Just sometimes just buy a shirt or something. You take less clothes, and then when you're there, you see what you need and things like that, and souvenirs and things. But yeah, sometimes you can take a lot. But I remember when I went to Europe, when I was much younger, like 30 years ago, I think. 30 years ago, I just had a backpack in parts of Europe. So yeah. What else is there? Oh, yeah. Ange agrees with you. Here we go. One thing I want to improve is time management, because the more time I save, the more things I can do. Exactly. That's a very good thing that a lot of people today need to improve, is time management, because sometimes you have a phone and people can just be so distracted on a phone, and then 2 hours later it's like, oh, What happened to those last 2 hours? Or if you're on your computer and you're supposed to be working and suddenly you get distracted by so many different things, and that happens a lot. So that's a very good one, JJ. Oh, one thing you want to improve is your computer school, your computer skills. What computer skills would you like to improve or learn about? Are there certain programs or certain areas that you'd like to learn? That's an interesting one, Umi. This is a great one, Lehua. One thing I want to improve is parallel parking skills. It's like driving. Oh, have I got a... Okay. I'll show you how to do it. I'll show you how to do it. I told you, I've got props. I've got a camper van and I've got another one here. I'll show you how to do it. And I also have, okay, not necessary for the, okay, not good for parallel parking, but you can see what I mean. So what you need to do is, you don't just learn English here, you learn parallel parking. Okay, so this is why we've got lots of Lego things here that we're going to use for props eventually. Okay, put them over there. So that's actually that's an essential life skill, that one. Ooh, this is a good one, silly sausage. Getting better at saying no when I don't agree with someone or something. That can sometimes be hard. In the past, I used to say yes a lot. I used to say yes a lot. And yeah, I can totally understand that. But then you have to realize, unfortunately, there are some people, or even sometimes many people, that they will take advantage of that, take advantage of you. They think, oh, you say yes a lot, and then they'll just give you things or make you do things or manipulate you sometimes. So if you say yes all of the time, and sometimes, even though your intentions are good, sometimes even though your heart is sometimes good, sometimes you need to say no. Not, I know you do want to help the person or do something, but sometimes they first need to learn how to help themselves, how to do the things themselves. So I completely understand what you're saying there, silly sausage. That's a brilliant one. I love that one. Photo editing. Okay. So there's some different programs. You got Photoshop, which is very expensive. You got Canva, which is a lot cheaper. But there's actually YouTube. A lot of the things that I've learned about creating our charts and pictures and everything like that is you can actually find on YouTube, on different places. There's so many different things there. So yeah. True story. And one thing I want to improve is my ability to wake up early. Exactly. That is, yes, that's true. And it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. No, it's never 5 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock. No, so the thing is, like, we often working or creating or talking, Ange and I, or designing or editing things sometimes at midnight, very easy, or doing live streams sometimes at 11 o'clock, 11:30, midnight. We'll do that. So sometimes that's why we don't sometimes get up early, or we just sleep a smaller number of hours. So yeah, I can understand that one. One thing I want to improve is my English speaking. That's probably one of the hardest things, is actually speaking in English, because it's easy to read, it's easy to listen, it's sometimes easier to write, but when it comes to speaking, it's one of the most difficult things, because people often worry about the pronunciation, and sometimes people are worried about speaking perfectly, and honestly, you don't need to speak perfectly. Like sometimes in the chat, there are little mistakes and things that you write, but I understand. And that's the most important thing, is just use English. Go for it. Just apply, just what you know. It doesn't need to be perfect, because it's the communication. You want to express your idea, and that is one of the most important things. One thing I want to improve is my speaking skills, because I have to have good conversations with other people. Yeah, because sometimes it's just like, because the way that you do improve is just using it, because that is when you discover what you need, what you don't need. And often it's vocabulary. It's like, oh, what do you call that thing? What do you call this thing at the top of the you don't know the word. So sometimes it's just vocabulary. Oh, one thing I want to improve is my Qi Kung practice and my English level. Interesting. What is that? What is Qi Kung? What is that? I'm interested to know. Something I want to improve. Don't have to work. I want to improve that one. That is good. Next one, number 18. This is in the thumbnail, so some of you might have it prepared. Number 18, I think people should. What do I want to improve? I want to improve nothing. I am perfect. Here comes Ange saying, no. Ange comes out with this long list. I don't know where my thing is. I took it somewhere else. She has this long scroll. Rob, I think you could improve. Yeah, so Ange will tell you what I need to improve. Something I probably could improve is just sometimes not saying what I think, because sometimes I'm just like, blah. I come out and it's like, oops, I said that live, whatever. What's this one here? The red button. No, yeah. So what happens with that red button? Sometimes it disappears. You can go to the end, or sometimes there's a button that says live. So sometimes you just scroll the video to the end, or you just click the live button. So if it does disappear, it's because maybe there's 5 seconds behind or something like that. Another thing I want to improve is managing my emotions. That's a very good thing to want to want to improve. The reason I just laughed, not because you want to improve your emotions, because I just saw what Ange put in the chat. Because I'm a multitasker. I like read, talk, and I'm reading the chat at the same time. So yeah, so to manage my emotions, yes, because sometimes with me, it's like sometimes I feel like yesterday I wasn't feeling the best. I was feeling a little sad, frustrated with many different things. And sometimes I need to learn how to manage that frustration or that sadness or something like that. So yeah, because I'm a human. I have feelings the same as everyone else. So that is something that would be good to, because normally it's like Ange is there and I can talk to Ange and Ange can talk to me and everything like that. But yeah, that's a very good thing. And this is one thing I want to improve is my bank account. That is so true. It's like you open up the bank account and it's just like you can hear the crickets. You can hear I don't have that sound on here. Damn, I need to bring my soundboard. Where I could click a button and all of those sounds like we used to do in the past. I need to set it up here in our studio. I'll do that a bit later. I think people should try speaking English and don't give up if they make grammar or pronunciation mistake. Exactly. Just try speaking it, try using it, and don't give up. Exactly. Don't worry about the mistake. That's what like when I speak in Spanish, many times I say things a little mixed up, wrong words, wrong conjugation, but it's like, whatever, I don't care. I can say things, I can make people laugh. So that's what's important. Just use it. Was it be more gentle, be more gentle, maybe? Be more gente. I know that's gentes in Spanish, so you had autocorrect on there. So you were going to write gentle and autocorrect put gente because of your language. So be more gentle. So you think people should be more gentle, more kind? I totally agree with you. People should be a lot kinder. We need more kindness in this world. Why are there so many horrible, ugly, stupid people doing bad things? if you're intelligent and doing bad things, don't do good things, please. I think people should try helping one another without expecting anything in return. Exactly. People need to help more. I mean, Ant and I, we like when we help a lot of people, and it's not because we want something in return, it's the satisfaction. It's like, yes. For us, it's like, oh, yes, that's we like seeing them improve in their life or do better. And that's just something we don't expect anything in return. It's just like, it's just satisfying. It makes us warm knowing that we've helped a person and that's enough. It's just like that. It's a warm, I don't know how to explain it. It's a warm thing you have in here. It's just, it's like, oh, qué rico. It's like so cool. Anyway. Yeah, Galina's agreeing with you about that. I think people should have more empathy. Yeah, I feel like people have less empathy today, nowadays. It's just going, people are just very selfish, egotistical, self centered. So, yeah, they're just a lot of people nowadays, I feel like just think of themselves. Yeah, see, I knew it was gentle. Don't worry, I knew. I think people should be honest too. People, yeah, not just telling lies, just being honest and open with how they feel about things or what is happening in their lives and everything like that. Definitely think people should be kinder to each other. Yes. It's sometimes frustrating, especially what you see on social media, what you see in real life. You see things happening, it's just like, why did they do that? Yeah. People should be more gentle, kinder. Exactly. Okay, next one, number 19. When I feel stressed, I drink tea. I drink a lot of coffee, tea. When I feel stressed, what do you do? Complete. Yes. This one too. I think people should spend more time with their kids. That is so true. I think that makes a big difference with how children grow. If it's possible in some way, it is not always possible. I mean, Ange and I have been fortunate to be able to spend time with our kids because like we work at home. Ange and I work at home now for the last maybe 10 years, work at home from home. Before the pandemic, we're working at home. So, and because of that, fortunately, we could be with our kids when they finish school and everything like that. Working from home is also can be very difficult because there are distractions, and sometimes it's hard to finish at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. It's hard because you just sometimes work at night. But this is a great one. I think more people, if it's possible in some way, or even on the weekends, spend the time with them on the weekends, or after work at night, spend time with the kids instead of scrolling your phones. Spend time with them because the children, they grow up very quickly, quicker than you realized. And then it's like, oh, I wish I had have gave them more hugs or spent or talked to them more, because sometimes a lot of kids, they don't have much interaction. Like when I was younger, my my parents pretty much or my mother pretty much ignored me and my father wasn't there. It's just like they ignored me. So it's just like I would have been perhaps a nicer person. No, I mean it's just like it would have been, yeah, that's something that I would have liked to have had that in my life. So since I didn't have it in my life, I did that with my own children just so that they can, yeah, have this feeling of love and everything like that. When I feel stressed, I breathe deeply. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Okay, everyone, we're here. Make sure and that does help. It does help breathing in and breathing out. Not just for living, but just for like for because you need the oxygen in, but just because it does help, just breathe in deeper than normal. As Liliana says here, deeper, more than normal, and just hold it for a moment and then let it come out. They grow too fast. They grow so fast. Exactly. You'll be surprised. When I feel stressed, I go go for a walk or listen to music. Yeah, when I feel stressed, that's something like Ange and I sometimes do. Like we're stressed like 23 hours a day. We're 1 hour when we're not stressed. That's when we go for a walk. We yeah, go for a walk and listen to music. Listen to music. Yeah, I know some music's stressful, like jazz sometimes stresses me. So I listen to music that helps me, relax me, or listen to the sound of rain or something like that. That's a good thing. When I feel stressed, I have a private dance party. That is so cool. I love that, Umi. That is the best thing ever. That is great. I have a private dance party. With my, that's a great thing to do. I love that one. When I feel stressed, I usually sleep. Okay, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm stressed right now, so I'm just gonna sleep while I'm alive on a live stream. Don't worry. You'll probably slowly you get thousands of people watching this piece of drool go down my cheek while I'm asleep. Everyone from around the world like, is it going to come off his cheek and hit the I usually spend excuse me. I spend time in a calm and peaceful places. Yeah, that's a good thing to do. Listen to relaxing music, or take a walk at the beach. That's a great thing. Possible at sunrise or sunset, or sunset. You said, yeah, sunrise or sunset time. That helps you. Just being in nature, being outside of your house, walking along water, listening to water, the rain, everything like that. So yeah. When I feel stressed, I go to the bottle shop. Yes, and I buy some orange juice. And Ange says, yep, times two. Yeah, telling our secrets. When I feel stressed, I go for walking. I love walking. Does wonders. When I open the fridge, when I feel stressed, I open the fridge, even if I'm not hungry, or cry. Again, we're crying a lot, aren't we, Ange? I was like, when I'm stressed, open the fridge. Oh, there's nothing in there. There's no chocolate. Where'd the chocolate go? And then I cry some more. Totally. What else is there? Yes, Ange also thinks that's a cool thing. Exactly. Relaxing music. Next one is number 20. I think English is important because that's cool. You can't see it because of the black background, but it's like someone dancing to music. That is cool. I think English is important because I don't think English is important. Okay, just pretend. I think English is important because why is it important? Man, I talk so much. I talk nonstop. But this is a live lesson. And normally in a real lesson, I don't talk much. Yeah, maybe. Sometimes little jokes and things like that, because it's more important for the student to talk. But this is live and you can't speak, but you do have a chat there. Pretend you're speaking, but use the chat there. I think English is important because what do I think? It's just in a way, it has become a universal language. Like in the past, 100 years ago, or more than 100 years ago, 150 years ago now, it was like French was like the universe, more or less the universal language of communication and everything like that. But now it's English, so that could be one of the reasons. I think English is important so I can understand movies or music or whatever you want. Here's a good one from Liliana. I think English is important because it allows you to find better job opportunities. Yes, like if you work at a hotel, if you have English, you get maybe better opportunities, because if you don't speak English, you might not get that opportunity at working at a hotel, or yeah, or even sometimes in some other area in people's lives. Oh, here's one, a little bit late, sorry. When I feel stressed, I go to the countryside near a small town. That's a great one. I love that one. Was it Nevelope? I love that. That's cool. Might want to click that live button on there. Because it's needed if you're living in an English-speaking country. Yeah, if you're living in an English-speaking or any country, not just an English-speaking country, I think if you go to like Australia, and like in your case, or New Zealand or England, I think it's important to use the local language. Like when I was in Chile, lived in Chile, I used English. I used English. No, I used Spanish all the time because I mean, yeah, some people, except for in English classes, but I would use Spanish because it makes the interaction more, the connection better if you speak their local language, and the people also appreciate it. Even if it's just words, little words and things, like you go to Brazil and you just say some of the simple basic words and things, it's like it is appreciated, I think. I think it helps in life or for your job, for a job. I think English is important because we can communicate anywhere in the world. It's like a default language in a way. I think English is important because it allows people from all around the world to talk to each other, even though they speak different languages. Like here in the chat, we have someone from it who can speak Italian, someone that speaks Japanese, someone that speaks Portuguese, someone that speaks Spanish. I hope I didn't miss anyone else there. Someone that speaks Arabic. There was someone from Egypt before. And I think it's important because we are all communicating, connecting with each other. So that's like a brilliant thing. Here it is. It helps you connect with different cultures and helps people communicate around the world. Exactly. We can get more opportunity to access information too. You can read, understand more scientific reports or everything like that. More opportunities. Okay, just something what I want to do before we continue is how can I do it here? I don't have it open. Okay, if the screen suddenly goes weird, it's because I'm opening up my YouTube chat in something something else. Just because I want to try and do that gifting, but what I've got here I can't do it. So I just want to see. Yeah. Oh no, to give that the free thing. That's what I'm trying to find. I was trying to try and find out. Okay, so it might disappear. So I'm gonna go here for a second. Where am I going? So if it suddenly disappears, because when I close the screen, it sometimes happens. And then you may hear 1 second, because I want to just try and give out that. There are ads there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give away 5 memberships. Yay, to the YouTube channel. Let's see if it can happen. Oops. So I'm going to get rid of that. So remember, this is YouTube choosing, not me. Where is it? How can I do it? Here we go. This is the one that I want. So what I'm going to try and do is gift out membership gifting. Here it is. I'm going to give 5. Remember, it's not YouTube that gives it out. Not me that gives it out. It is YouTube that decides who it is. I really, 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 really hope it's someone in the chat here. But again, it's YouTube. So I'm going to send them now and let's see what happens. I want to do it before I end the thing. So people have access to our things. Okay, let's see who they are. Jevs, Domka, Viral Shorts, Volska, and Juanita. Okay, you all got the 3. I don't recognize anyone that any of these people, unfortunately. So congratulations. I'm going to keep trying until someone here in the chat gets it. So not every week. I have to do it every 2 weeks. So yeah. So hopefully they're happy with it. Hopefully they come visit and everything like that. YouTube, remember YouTube. We want to, as a creator with over 1 million subscribers, I want to be able to choose who gets the gifts. Please, YouTube, listen. Go cut that up and send it to YouTube. Okay, so I'll just close that now. Right. So there it is. So congratulations to the people. You casted the wrong spell. I know, or me. I would love you to have it. I know exactly who I'd give these to in the chat. But anyway, we'll keep trying. We'll keep trying. And unfortunately, some of these people, they don't even appear later or anything like that. So yeah. Okay, so let's continue. Another one. Oh, I gotta do it. It's on another screen. Ah, what am I doing? Okay, try this one. Here we go. Number 21. Something that motivates me every day is nothing. I'm not motivated ever. I'm not ever motivated to do anything. Something that motivates me every day is, and while you're writing that, I don't even have my links for my, okay, I need to have another screen because at the moment I'm doing it differently. This live stream, how I normally do it, I'm just using my laptop, whereas before I had a PC with 2 monitors and everything like that. And usually I have my other monitor and I can do the gifting and do lots of things. Okay. Something that motivates me every day is money. Simple. Everyone, that's the motivation for everyone. Money. Chat's finished. Let's do the next question. Something that motivates me every day is to talk to my family and friends. That motivates you. As long as your friends are good friends, that's why it's important to have good friends. Because when there are people that are around you and they're like putting you down and being negative towards you and like gossiping and things like that, get those people out of your lives. It's like my intrusive, but that's a real thing. It just happens. It's like sometimes when they do live interviews, it's like, I'm going to say a word, and the first thing that comes to your mind, I want you to say, and it's like, what motivates you? Money. Oh, that happens. True. I thought it was funny, actually. Something that motivates me every day is creating a better future for my children. That's probably like one of the biggest motivators for me, is because I'm old and like whatever happens to me, it doesn't matter, but just be able to help my children have a better life than what I've had, to give them, just to be able to help them just be happy in life and things like that. That'd be so good. Something that motivates me is your own improvements. When I can feel my own improvements, like if you go to the gym, you can, wow, I've got muscles now. Oh, I'm using more English. These are all good things. You have to realize that, like with English, when it comes to learning English, it's like when you first start English, it's like, oh, I learned something new. Oh, I learned something else. Oh, I feel like I'm learning a lot. And it happens with any language that you're learning. But you get to a level, like it's like the plateau level, like of intermediate, and sometimes you don't feel like you're advancing very much. You are advancing, but there's not so many wow moments, like, wow, I learned something cool. Wow, I learned something different. Wow, I feel like I advanced. You are advancing, but it's just not as many wow moments as the Peralta brothers say. Something that motivates me every day is my favorite song. Yeah, there are certain songs that also make me like, they inspire me to go forward. There's one song that I have that was on the plane, because back then when I went to South America for the first time when I was like 22 years old, there's like 15 songs and they repeated the 15 songs all of the time. And there's one song that reminds me of the, oh, 1 second, just get rid of that. There's one song that reminds me of, my world is about to change. It's like the world is open. This is the future, is everything like that. And that song I still listen to today, and it motivates me to, like, when sometimes when I don't feel the best, it's like, that's the thing that motivates me to continue going forward. Something that motivates me is getting more opportunities for a better job, travel around the world. They explore more and know more. Yeah. Something that motivates me is debts. I was like, oh God, I gotta pay those debts. I shouldn't have spent $10,000 on that chocolate. Why? Something that motivates me every day is YMCA. Okay, I did it all incorrectly. I didn't do YMCA. I did like MGXY. I don't know what I did. Sorry, YMCA. I destroyed your dance moves, but you understood. It gives me energy. That's good. Okay. I'll leave it there. We only did like 3 or 4 today. I still have another 4 more to do, but I think we'll save them for another time. Because I've actually I actually have an English class in a couple of hours, and I have to go travel there and do it and everything like that. So I want to thank everyone for being here today. If you haven't already, go click that. I want you to click that like button there. If you click that like button, it changes from a thumbs up and it becomes a light bulb, which means you're learning. And if a light bulb appears, it means, your intelligence has just increased 2.5% from this English lesson, guaranteed. Also, okay, most of you've subscribed anyway, so we really appreciate it. But if you're new here, please subscribe. It helps us. But more importantly, for us, let other people know about these live lessons, about our channel. We really appreciate it because we are battling the AI slop. So we need more people to know, hey, I'm a real person. Ange and I are real people. So they would appreciate letting others people know about it. So thank you everyone for joining in today. We really appreciate you being here with us today. Honestly, we always appreciate when you come in. This is like a real good part of our days when we get to chat to everyone. Like we see these familiar faces. It's just so nice. Pretty fun class. Thanks, guys. Yay. Thank you, Rob. Everyone, have an awesome day. Yeah, everyone here's it. Have an awesome day. That's what we want. So as always, I don't know if Ange wants to join in. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, so thank you everyone for joining in today. And as always, take care, stay safe, and as always, have an awesome day.